Hi, my name is Yishka Karam, and today I'm going to be covering the topic why planting is good for the environment. Planting provides organic harvest, planting reduces carbon footprint, and planting reduces size of landfills. Point 1. Organic harvest. It's important to understand that the Earth's ecosystem has been designed to sustain itself without the help or interaction of humans, which is why planting at home is a great way to sustain Earth's natural beauty. Not only is planting doing that, but it's also benefiting us. Planting from home helps keep any pesticides away. This way, you know exactly what's going to the meals you eat every day. Here's grocery produce versus organic harvest. Grocery produce can have many harmful pesticides. The produce isn't always fresh, and you don't know what's going into your meals. However, organic harvest doesn't have any pesticides. The produce is fresh, and you know exactly what's going into your meals, which is why organic harvest is better than grocery produce. Point 3. Carbon footprint. Carbon footprint is the total greenhouse gas emission used by an individual. You may think the idea of locally grown food is great. However, it has its expenses. On average, produce travels at least 1,500 miles before reaching a grocery store. To transport all this produce, hundreds of gallons of fuel are being burned into the atmosphere. But by growing food in your own garden, you can help reduce your carbon footprint. As you can see in this diagram, transportation takes up 34% of carbon footprint used, which is not good at all. Point 4. Landfills. Around 30% of landfills are filled with yard waste and food scraps. These piles can be growing in size each day and can take up lots of space at landfills. All this waste starts to create a gas called methane, which is terrible for the environment. By taking old food scraps, you can convert it into soil and can use it to start a garden. That way, all your food scraps are being used in a never-ending cycle. Here's a diagram of that cycle. As you can see, waste is first turned into soil, then it's used for plants, and the cycle goes on and on.
Hi, if you don't already know, my name is Ovia. Today, I'll be speaking about some different kinds of plants that you can grow in your backyard based on your skill level and experience in gardening. So, let's get right to it. If you've never grown a plant before or even taken care of one, you should start with an easy plant to take care of. Some plants that might be good for a new gardener are aloe plants or other succulents. This is because they don't need much water or maintenance. Once you feel comfortable with the idea of taking care of plants, you could move on to some plants that need more attention and care. These plants include, but are not limited to, sunflowers, marigolds, snap peas, beans, lettuce, mint, basil, and possibly radishes, zucchini, and cucumbers. Now, it might take a while to get really good at growing all of the plants that I just mentioned, but if you ever reach the level where you want more to plant, some good plants to grow are tomatoes, squash, yellow gourd, cauliflower, eggplants, celery, onions, melons, carrots, and a lot more. There are so many fruits, flowers, and other plants too that I haven't mentioned. So if you're interested in any other plants, I would encourage you to research about how to grow and take care of the plant. Thank you.
First, a plant starts as a seed. Then roots will start to grow down from the plant. The plant will sprout. Tomato can take about 5 to 10 days to sprout. Yellow gourd can take about 7 to 10 days to sprout. Beans can take about 5 to 10 days to sprout. Mint can take about 10 to 15 days to sprout. Basil can take about 7 to 10 days to sprout. Zucchini can take about 7 to 14 days to sprout. And the tulsi plant can take about 3 weeks to sprout. Please do note that these are just guidelines and everyone's plants are different. So depending on where you plant them and even what time of the season you plant them, these times can vary. So just watch out. Next, your plant is fully grown. So to fully grow, tomatoes can take about a month and a half to 2 months and a half, and the zucchini can take about a month and a half or more. Yellow gourd can take about 3 to 4 months to sprout or to grow fully. Beans can take about 2.5 months to grow fully. Mint can take about 2 months. Basil can take about a month and a half to 2 months and a half. And the tulsi plant can take about 40 days and maybe even much more. It depends on your surroundings.
Keep your plant in an area where it will get a lot of light. A good place is near a window.